Imagine this. You're walking on a beautiful summer day. You stop in front of a luxury car dealership. Behind the glass, a shiny red Ferrari. Your eyes catch the price tag. This car used to cost $500,000. Now, it's only $250,000. Your brain instantly goes, "Wow, a 50% discount. What a deal." But wait a second. Is this discount real? Was this Ferrari really $500,000? Or was that price tag written just to trick your brain? This is where the anchoring effect kicks in. The anchoring effect is when our brain puts too much trust in the first piece of information it sees, like the $500,000 figure in this example. That number becomes a reference point in your mind. From now on, you judge all other prices based on that $500,000. No matter what the true value of the Ferrari is, the $250,000 price now feels reasonable. But maybe this Ferrari was never worth $500,000. Maybe its price was always $250,000. They just wrote it that way to make it feel cheaper to you. In other words, the $500,000 was used as an anchor. Prices are deceiving us. Here's another example. You walk into a fancy, upscale restaurant for dinner. Crystal chandeliers, velvet curtains, soft piano music in the background. You sit at your table, and the waiter hands you the menu. You open the menu and see a big headline at the top. Chef's signature dish, gold-dusted lobster, $500. Maybe you won't order the gold-dusted lobster, but the $500 price sticks in your mind. On the next page of the menu, you see a $120 steak, and your brain immediately says, compared to $500, the $120 steak is much cheaper and more reasonable. But in another restaurant, that same steak might only cost $70. But now, your sense of price has shifted. That's another example of the anchoring effect. The $500 gold-dusted lobster you saw first has become an anchor in your brain. Now, you're judging everything else on the menu against that $500 meal. That $120 steak might be expensive, but now it feels reasonable to you, because you're not comparing it to its real value, but to that high number you saw first, $500. Why do we fall for this trap? Because our brain, especially when making decisions in uncertainty, clings tightly to the first piece of information it gets. It's a mental shortcut, really. If the number is big, then everything else will be judged in relation to it. But that shortcut often leads you astray. How can we protect ourselves? Question the first number you see. Is it real, or just there to grab your attention? Look for alternatives. How much does the same product cost elsewhere? Set your own anchor. Decide based on quality, materials, and average prices. Have you ever fallen for the anchoring effect? Leave a comment. And if topics like behavioral economics interest you, don't forget to subscribe. Because in the next video, I'll talk about the loss aversion effect.